3, 2, 1. Hey, how's it going, weirdos and weirdettes? It's been a week, I'll tell you that much. If you're new here, you have just, I'm trying to find a word, but you've just, stumbled upon this amazing podcast that I have. It's called the Czirr Shit Podcast, and I'm your host, Maisie Czirr. And we just talk about, the weird stuff that goes on in this world, So, I guess sorry, one second, yawning. And also, if you hear any background noise, I have my TV on because I hate it just being super quiet. It, annoys me a little bit. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna start off with something that, terrifies me. It would terrify me even more as a parent. But because of things in my life, it's scary. So, a California woman is being charged with, another yawn coming on, is being charged with kidnapping after she had impersonated a nurse to try to steal a newborn baby. Honestly, there's been so many different, versions of this story. Not just of this woman, but, of, different people and different women. There's even one about this woman who even, fakes that she's pregnant to lure this acquaintance that she knows who is pregnant to, steal her baby out of her womb. It's crazy. It's a crazy story. I can't remember the name of this lady, but it's crazy that people, go through great lengths to have these children and, steal these children. It just baffles me. I get it, Finding someone is hard to do. Infertility is very hard. But there are options for you to have a child. There are, there is adoption. I know you have to go through, a long process and stuff. But still, there's options. You ain't gotta steal people's children, alright? Alright. Alright, so moving on. There are two families who are currently suing TikTok. I said that weird for some reason. TikTok. Whatever. After their daughters died last year after doing a viral challenge, and it's called the Blackout Challenge. And I bet you're sitting there wondering what the heck is a Blackout Challenge, because I can't keep up to date with these children of today. Well, same. So, it's also referred to as choking challenge or pass out challenge. But, initially it encourages users to hold their breath until they pass out due to lack of oxygen. Why are people doing this? What in God's green earth, what in this green earth, actually, is I'm sorry, I just don't understand. What makes you sit here and think, oh my God, this is the greatest challenge of all. Let's do it. Make it viral. Cinnamon challenge? That's not as bad as this. The Tide Pod challenge? Really bad. I don't know. I just don't think some people have it all there when they're making challenges up, But in my opinion, should TikTok hold some responsibility for this? yes and no. Yes, because TikTok is allowing this challenge to go viral with, hashtags and stuff. Yes, they should hold up to some accountability with it. But, on the other hand, TikTok wasn't like, hey, you have to do this challenge. It was those girls doing it themselves. Which, I don't know. It's very hard to, discuss, It's one of those things where you're like, well, here's this, and then here's this on the other hand, But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, again, that's my opinion. Everyone else is entitled to their own opinion, I just feel bad for the families who have to deal with all this as well. But I definitely understand where they're coming from. Alright. Time to move on. Alrighty. This one made me laugh so hard. I have no idea why, but it just was one of those things where, hey, let's not right now. Sorry, my dogs are trying to play and stuff, and when they play, they make, dog noises where they bark, 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 and and it gets annoying. And no, I'm doing something right now. Thanks. Anyways, back to this woman. This woman's reasoning for what she's doing is the most hilarious thing to me. I don't know why, but it is. So this woman is suing a man for $10,000. Honestly, $10,000 is literally probably not the worst thing this man could be sued for. I mean, she could be unrealistic and sue him for $100,000, But why she's suing him is the funniest thing ever. So $10,000 after a bad date with this man. Man, if I would have known that, if you could do that? But, obviously, she just unloads on the judge during the hearing of all this. So, it's not going in her favor because, I mean, it is kind of a ridiculous thing to sue someone over. And if they went out on, a dinner date and stuff, and he paid for the food, girl, But it's very funny, I will tell you that. Thank you for making me laugh. It is by far one of the funniest things I've heard people be sued over. Alrighty. Oh, okay, so I have not flown on a plane since I was 10 or 11, okay? I want to say around that age. Maybe even 12. Maybe 12 or 13, because I did go with my grandparents on vacation one time, and I can't remember how long ago that was. But I now, as an adult, really do not care to fly on planes. And it just, something that, it's just one of those things that gets my anxiety going, where I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. But, so, this is one of those things where it's oh my god, my anxiety. So, multiple people have been hospitalized, due to the following of severe turbulence on an American Airlines flight. See, it's that's one of those things where I'm oh my god, I don't know if I can, but I mean, sorry, a yawn. At some point or another, I'm gonna have to kind of get over that, because if I want to travel how I want to, I'm gonna have to get over that hump. Anyways, but that's crazy. Also, I haven't flown in a while, so let me know your opinion on this. Is American Airlines, a super, like, not super bad, but is it, like, a bad, like, what am I trying to think of? Like, oh, is it a bad airline to take? Like, that's all I want to know. Because growing up, all I took was Southwest. And I've only heard, like, some certain stuff about American Airlines, but please let me know your opinion on it. Because I haven't traveled in forever, and I don't know if any of you travel. But, you know, send on in that opinion about that. Okay. This one cracks me up as well, because, like, I already knew. Like, it's not that hard. So, Subway, good old Subway, yeah, is being sued for misleading customers. And you're like, oh, what are they misleading customers on? Y'all should know that their tuna is 100% tuna. Even a judge states that they can, like, rules that Subway can be sued for this. Like, you're not telling people, like, you're giving people lies about what's in your stuff. Like, if they don't know what's in your stuff, like, A, they could have an allergic reaction, and B, due to that allergic reaction, they could die, you know, it's just... But I kind of, like, knew, like, because, like, come on. I mean, I know Subway's not fast food, but it's kind of like fast food, you know? And a lot of things in fast food sometimes aren't the real thing, you know? The real deal. It's pretty much processed. Okay? Okay. Okay. This one, I've never heard of these, and it might be because, like, I'm not super big into shoes or whatever, you know, and, like, it is what it is. So the FBI has seized over 6.1 million from reseller Zadeh Kicks. Now, I'm not sure if that's a, like, resale shoe company, or, like, that's a shoe company that, you know what, let's just look it up, you know? What is Zed Kicks? Oh, so, like, yeah, it's, like, wire frauds and money laundering. Oh, God. So, yeah. It's just, like, a lot of, like, so it's just, like, not the right materials. Like, these shoes are, like, knockoffs and stuff, you know? They're not the real things, like. So it's a company that, like, is supposed to be, like, reselling shoes that people, or that they have or whatever, you know. It's just reselling, like, really nice, famous, like, known shoes, you know. It's one of those. But obviously they're knockoffs, so they're getting sued. You dummies. Okay. So, one of the most anticipated games of this year, of 2022, is... So, we all remember that game about the goose, right? I don't know if you all know. But there's, like, this game where you can play a goose, and you can, like, create all this nonsense and wreak havoc on human society. Well, I don't know if this game's like that, but there's this one about a stray cat. Oh, wait. I remember what it's about. It's like this stray cat, you know, you're trying to find your way back home. You gotta do all these, like, little, like, I want to say missions, but they're not missions. But, like, tasks. Tasks in order to find your way home, you know? That is one of the most anticipated games for this year. I'm not knocking it, not hating on anyone. It's just, a little mind-blowing, you know? So that's it. Also, after saying something about the cat, I would like to have this cut because I have to run to the bathroom. Okay, back in 3, 2, 1. And by the power of editing, I'm back. Sorry, everyone. I had to run to the restroom real quick. Anyways, we were talking about the game Stray. That's what it's called. And you get to be a cat and go on these little cat adventures and stuff. Okay? Okay. Oh. This one's crazy. So, New York. Rockland Co. in New York reports that they have confirmed the first U.S. polio case in nearly a decade. So, yeah. That's kind of, like, weird. You know, I can't remember. Sorry, I'm not really good with, like, health stuff, whatever. You know, that's what I'm thinking of. I can't remember. So I thought there was. There is. Okay. So there is medicine for polio and stuff. I thought they found, like, stuff for it. But yeah, that's pretty crazy, though. Oh. Also in news, locals on the 8th. Okay, so the Weather Channel has apologized after broadcast has a racial slur. And it's for Des Moines, too. Like, the top of it says, "Hello, Des Moines. This is your weather." And then says the racial slur after it. Yeah. Somebody lost their job that day. Absolutely. Anyways. Moving on. There's a woman who is sentenced to prison for scamming people over $400,000 on a GoFundMe page built on a fake story about a homeless man. I think it was, like, to build herself a home or whatever, but yeah. Nice job, you moron. This one's very funny, to me in, like, a political sense. So, Pennsylvania congressman attends gay son's wedding after voting against same-sex marriage bill. Wow. Okay. I have no words. No words at all for this. Like, I'm just... oh, hilarious. Okay. Now, okay, so in France, we're moving on to France now. A 75-year-old man is reported to be in custody after allegedly fatally shooting another man at a nude beach. According to prosecutors, from the local France. The 46-year-old was fatally shot by the septuagenarian? I have no idea what this word is. Anyways, on Saturday at La Mama Beach on a lake in the Mirabel suburb. The shooting is said to have proceeded by a verbal dispute between the two men, and itself was spurred by the 46-year-old having exposed himself in front of a woman. And when they say exposed, they mean like, because it's a nude beach, everyone's exposed, but they meant by like masturbation in front of her. Yeah, that's what it was. Now moving on. Sorry, that was just such a weird article. Woman allegedly sets the wrong house on fire while seeking revenge against her boyfriend. Briefly kidnaps dog. What? How do you mistakenly Sorry. There's something going on outside, and so the dogs are freaking out. How do you mistakenly go to the wrong place? I don't understand. And then I'm not vouching for her for trying to set her ex-boyfriend's house on fire at all, but it just baffles me that she went to the wrong place. That is not smart at all. Ugh. People are dumb. Okay. So I don't know where I don't know where in the ocean this took place, but there's footage from a drone recorded a pod. I think pod is kind of like how the fish have school, but pod of orca whales killing a great white shark, completely devouring it. That's crazy. Medical researchers. Okay, so in California, medical researchers say a 66-year-old man is the fourth person in history to be cured of HIV, and they did this after stem cells transplant. Alrighty, moving on up in the world, I guess, Alright, now we're going on to Texas. A Texas jury has ordered Charter Communications to pay more than $7 billion to a family of an older woman who was murdered by a Spectrum technician. I don't know why. I don't know why he murdered her. It just doesn't really make any sense. 'Cause I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Why he murdered her. No sense at all. But yeah, oh, yeah, for everyone who is interested in Star Trek, Miss Nichelle Nichols, Star Trek star, dies at 89. Sorry, guys. You know, very sad. Sorry. Another yawn. Celtics legend Bill Russell has died peacefully at age 88. I'm sorry to be like this, but like so many people are dying. And you can sit there and be like, well, yeah, like, duh. And I'm just like, well, I mean, I feel like a lot more people are like, talking about it now than anything. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry. Florida teen has been hospitalized for 3 weeks after swimming and being infected by a brain-eating amoeba. Well, wherever that happened at, I'm not going to. That's kind of scary. Very scary. Super scary. Yeah, honestly, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Besides all my yawning, you know. So, yeah. That's about it. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter under Maisie_Czirr. If you want more updates about the podcasts or any of the podcasts that are linked to our main account where you get all the information, it is on Twitter for at bcardyt. So there's that. We also have a website. I do not see where it's posted at on our B-Card Entertainment stuff, but we do have a website. As soon as that hits on there, you guys can go to it as well. Yeah. Okay, I found it. It's b-cardentertainment.com is where you can go to see any of the blogs that any of us put on there. But yeah, thank you for joining me again on this wonderful evening. And I hope you make good choices and drink lots of water, and yeah, have a very good next week. But yes, please make very good choices. This has been the Sheer Shit Podcast, and thank you so much for joining us today. I say us, meaning me and my dogs, because yeah, they're a part of this too. Anyways, I hope y'all have a good night, day, wherever you're listening this to. Peace out, Girl Scouts.